Hello and welcome back. This reading is going to be for everybody with the sun sign of Aries. And this is going to be just a quick 7-card spread to go over the month of May. I do apologize about the delay, but I was doing finals and all that fun stuff for school. So I was unable to do the reading. So I do apologize, but hopefully this is still helpful as it's still the beginning of May. I'm just going to do a quick shuffle, and what I will do is, just like I have in the other videos, is I will do a quick recap on what I got for you for the previous months, and then it will kind of give me just a better idea on what is going on for you for this month. It will kind of just give me a little bit more insight here, okay? So hopefully this is helpful. Spirit, please guide us on what Aries should be looking for in the month of May, please. All right, so like I said before, what we're going to do is we are going to just do a quick recap of each card, and then we will go over what it says for you for this month. And then at the end, I will do a full-on recap of the whole reading once we see all the cards. All right, so our first card here, this is our moon card. And this card is going to pretty much show you what's going on in your home and inner emotional life. So in the past, you had something was holding you back, okay? Maybe you were afraid of something. You were feeling no willpower. And then you were dealing with some confusion or miscommunication. There was some possible conflict, and I advised you that it was best to get the facts. This could have been an issue in your home life, but I felt like at that time that it was more likely a battle within yourself and your emotions. And then I said that it was time for you to bring out your sensual side and take the help from a woman. And last month you were contemplating something which was causing you delays for moving forward. All right, so that's pretty much your year so far in a nutshell, Aries. Now let's see what it says for you for this month. So this month we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. See if you can see that a little bit closer there. So that's what we have here this month. And so pretty much the Knight of Cups means, and you know, that fact that's in reverse position means that you might be feeling a little moody this month, and you need to be realistic and just to kind of keep your eyes out for fake feelings, or not to be fake yourself. And this card also advises not to start anything new right now, but let's see what the rest of the cards say before we say anything about that, okay? Our next card is our Mercury card, and this is going to be the card that's talking about your work, your business life, your school life, everything in that nature, okay? And in the past, you needed to be careful with your coworkers. You were dealing with some stress and anxiety, and then some possible conflict at work. I had advised that if you could take a break, even if it was just like a day off, to do so. And then you had some clarity in the workplace. Things seemed to be kind of coming along for you. And I had advised to listen to your intuition. And an opportunity was there for you, and it's okay to start something new. So last month, that's what it said for you last month. It was okay to start something new. So let's see what it says for you for this month. Okay, so this month we have the Three of Swords in reverse. And the Three of Swords in reverse is pretty much saying that you're feeling disconnected at work. So it looked like things were starting to turn around, and now it looks like there's some sort of disconnect there. Maybe somebody was a possible fraud. Something may have happened or is going to happen in the month of May. Maybe it hasn't happened yet. So just kind of keep your eyes open, okay, Aries? So whatever has happened or will happen may cause a painful experience. This is going to be in your workplace, okay? Because this is in your workplace position. And then my advice to you for this is best to not make any big decisions right now at work. Okay, so don't make any big altering decisions that involve like a huge change. Obviously, small matters will be okay, but if it's like a big call, I would not do that for the month of May. Okay, Aries, maybe wait it out. And that's just based on what I'm seeing right now. That could change after I see the rest of the cards. Okay, so let's continue on to see if I change my tune in a minute, because I can only see 2 cards so far. Our next card is going to be our Venus card, and this is your relationships card. So most likely this is your romantic relationships, but it could also be a close family member or friend. And previously you were feeling restless in your relationships. And I was kind of thinking that maybe your problems that you were having at work were affecting your home life, because that does happen sometimes. You or somebody was becoming distant. There was some possible misinformation. And then I had advised that it was best to listen to advice about, relationships from others. Maybe somebody who's close to you might be able to give you some good insight on what was going on in that situation for you. Then you had some growth and adventure in relationships. So things were turning around there for you, which was great. Then there was some possible gossip that might be going around about someone you care about or going around about you. And then you may have felt like you were stuck in the middle of 2 people, which was making you kind of indecisive. Something was making you choose between one thing or another, whether 2 people that you're close to was fighting and they were trying to make you pick sides. Something was making you feel torn last month, okay, Aries? So let's see what it says for you this month. Okay, so this month we have the Queen of Pentacles. And she's pretty much telling you that your relationships for the month of May are going to be on a good personal level, and you're going to feel really closer to those that are closest to you. So I feel like good things are happening on the relationship side of things. So your friends, your family, your significant others, that's all going to be good for you. Okay, so I don't really have much to say for that. I think your struggle is going to be at work, and then maybe your inner emotional life, but which could lead to your workplace issue from what I'm seeing so far. So you don't have to worry about your relationships this month, Aries. Things are going to be good there, okay? Our next card is going to be our Sun card here. And this is where your goals, accomplishments, and successes are. So in the previous months, your goals were to gain the control back in your life and to get rid of your feeling of no willpower. You were feeling very, that your willpower wasn't there earlier this year. Then your goals were to really be patient, and it was important to give yourself time to heal and the space to heal. And last month, I pretty much said that, you really needed to get your priorities straight. So something was happening that maybe your priorities weren't in order the way they should have been. So let's see what it says for you for this month. Okay, so here we have the Page of Cups in reverse. So the Page of Cups in reverse is telling you that for this month, the month of May, your goals is really not to be too sensitive, and you really need to communicate well so you don't cause misunderstandings, because misunderstandings will cause conflict. And with everything, obviously it's good to always communicate with your ones close to, but because, the Queen of Pentacles here is, I really don't feel like that's going to be an issue with your personal relationships. I feel like it's going to be more in your workplace. So you just got to make sure that you're communicating well, because if you don't, something may happen that, might be the part of the problem that's going on, is maybe you're not communicating with well with your boss or another coworker, and that's where misunderstandings happen, and then that might cause you problems. Our next card is our Mars card, and this is where you're going to have your challenges and difficulties for this month. Your past was, your challenge was you just didn't have the willpower to do what needed to be done. and you were struggling with the recognition to finish tasks. And then your challenge was that you don't feel like you're being recognized. So you're working hard and no one's recognizing you for your work. Anyone will get frustrated with that. And then I said that you really needed to take your time and wait, to be patient. And then you were feeling like you may feel like you were being rejected, which is why you were discouraged and you were just trying to help. So maybe you were trying to help somebody with the situation. Maybe it was the fact that past scenario where you might have been caught in between two people when you were trying to help the situation, and maybe that was rejected. So let's see what it says for you for this month. Okay, so here we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. You have a lot of cards in reverse today. The Ace of Wands in reverse is saying that your challenge is dealing with miscommunication. So here I am repeating myself here because we got two cards saying that you need to watch out for that. So that's definitely probably going to be your goal for the month too, is just to really make sure you're understanding what people are saying to you and make sure that you are clear, that people understand what you are trying to portray. Okay. And then you might have a missed opportunity, and this could be the fact with the communication was lacking. So an opportunity could possibly be there, and that might be your painful experience at work. Maybe it wasn't relayed to you that something was available, or a project or something that maybe you really wanted to work on, and it got passed on to somebody else. Something in that kind of scenario might be your painful experience. But the key here is missed opportunity and communication for you. Okay, Aries? Our next card is our Jupiter card, and this is where you're going to have the growth and development. So in the past, you learned that staying positive amidst the problems is best, and you became stronger for that. And then you will grow from a keen mind, and it was better to take your time and not to rush things. And then my advice to you is that you may need to isolate yourself a little bit to give yourself time to relax and grow to move forward. And last month, my advice to you was to restrain aggression if you get caught up in a dispute. Okay, so let's see what it says for you this month. Okay, so this month we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And that is pretty much saying, so for this month, you may feel like you have a lack of stability and you might have some money problems this month. This is going to obviously make you stronger. And I really feel like this might be a work issue. Like I said, maybe the missed opportunity, the miscommunication. So I feel like this might be tied with work. Maybe something happened where you don't get a bonus or something like that because of miscommunication. Of course, I'm just kind of throwing out my thoughts here. It might be something different entirely, but we all have different works and businesses. So you can see how it fits best for you, but that's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I'm really thinking that it's from a work issue. And then, this card also advises to refrain from making like big financial transaction this month. So especially if you're having lack of stability with money, maybe just try to be smart with your money this month so you don't fall behind. Okay. Now let's look at our last card here before I give you the whole recap of everything, what it looks like for you. In your past, you had to make sure you kind of stayed in control during past conflicts, and you had to keep a lookout for dishonest people, and you had, and then there was some delays ahead, and that you're not going to get what you wanted right away, and that you really need to be patient. That was my advice to you, and you were really feeling the lack of balance, and that you need to take your time, or you will make the wrong choice. So if you rush something, that's going to be the wrong choice in the past. So hopefully you were patient, Aries. And then I said it was important, that you had important but difficult choices must be made. And I really advise that you really need to follow your heart on that one. So that was for last month. So let's see what it says for you this month. This month we have the Six of Wands in reverse. So the Six of Wands in reverse is really saying now is not the time to have any like excess pride. And there is some delays and they're making you feel uncertain about what to do next. Okay, so these delays are kind of making you feel uncertain. And now that I see all the cards here and I can kind of take a look at everything, and we kind of went over your past months, I really think the issue is going to be in your workplace, because I really see the relationships here really doing well. I feel like something happened, or something is going to happen at work due to miscommunication. And really the big thing that the cards are saying to you this month is you really need to wait it out and stay on course. And now is not the time to make any big changes or big financial purchases. So right now, you just kind of need to be patient, wait it out, make sure you concentrate on your communication with others so everyone knows where you're at. Okay, Aries, and maybe you can make some big decisions this month, but I wouldn't make any hasty decisions this month, okay? So I really hope this was helpful. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you soon.